Injuries can be one of the most discouraging parts of running. One minute you're ticking off your training plan, you're feeling proud of yourself, you're doing the thing, you're starting to believe. The next, a niggle, a twinge, or a full-blown injury makes you question everything. Am I doing something wrong? Will I lose all my progress? But what if instead of seeing injuries as failures, we see them as opportunities? I know, hear me out, I promise. There's method in my madness. Opportunities to slow down, to tune in, and to rebuild trust with our body, mentally and physically. That's what we're unpacking today. Hello, I'm Gillian, a running mindset coach and the host of Your Running Coach with GMacSpurr podcast. I help runners of all levels shift their mindset so they can run further, stronger, and more joyfully. A big part of what I teach is how to navigate the inevitable bumps, setbacks, and niggles without losing yourself or your motivation along the way. Now let's start with the fear itself. Most runners fear losing progress if they have to stop. You might think, I'll never get back to where I was, or everyone else will overtake me. These are natural fears, but they're based on stories your mind tells you, not reality. There's a difference between discomfort and pain. Discomfort can happen as your muscles are working hard for you running up a hill, or discomfort in your muscles post-run telling you that you worked them hard. Pain is your body telling you something is off. Discomfort doesn't mean you're injuring yourself, but pain highly likely is a warning that something is not how it should be. Learning to differentiate between normal training discomfort and true damage is a bit of a skill. Ask yourself, does what I'm experiencing diminish as I rest, stretch, or modify? If yes, it's discomfort. If no, it's time to take it seriously. Many runners feel they have to push through everything. That voice says, you'll lose progress if you rest, you'll fall behind if you don't go today. But pushing through injury isn't bravery, it's seriously dumb. And I can say that because I was dumb a lot in the past. No, it's ignoring your body's wisdom. Your body is telling you to stop. And if you don't stop, if you continue to listen to trickster telling you to run through it, to keep going, to not stop, then that small pain could turn into months or even years of rehab. It's so important to stop the second you experience pain. Trusting your body sometimes means doing less, and that's okay. Your body is smarter than you think. Here's the silver lining. When we choose to reframe setbacks, they can actually make us stronger mentally. Pausing, reassessing, and practicing patience strengthens your belief in yourself and your capacity to come back. It's resilience training disguised as downtime. Rest is part of your training, not the opposite. Think about this. Rest isn't the enemy of progress. Rest is part of the progress. Skipping it is what slows you down or risks real injury. When we view rest as intentional, strategic training, it becomes an ally instead of a setback. I am the queen of injuries, or certainly I was when I started running. I would push and push and push my body, ignoring every single niggle. My brain told me that I didn't want to fall behind and lose all the progress that I'd made. I thought I could just push through, just run it off. Big mistake. Every single time. I could tell you about the time I pushed through a leg niggle during my series training that had me running a race injured. I had no right to do that race. It should have been a DNS or a DNF, but I was dumb and I pushed through it. That injury had me off running for over 3 months. I could tell you about the time I hurt my hamstring during a speed session the week before my very first half marathon. I should have seen a physio, massage therapist straight away. I didn't. I thought 2 days rest would be sufficient. Because of course I had to keep up with my taper plan. I can tell you about the time that I got plantar fasciitis 2 weeks out from a 10k race. So many examples. And every time there was a lesson to be learnt, and instead I ignored it. I ignored my body, ignored this opportunity to rest, ignored the gift to reassess what I was doing. I wish I could tell you that I learned my lesson after an injury or two, but it was more like an injury or 20. Now I embrace rest as part of training. I recover faster and stronger. These experiences taught me that building trust in myself is just as important as building mileage or speed. Now, if you're new around here, each episode I give you 3 or 4 journal prompts to help you dive a little bit deeper into the topic that we have been discussing. So if you are new here, go grab a pen and paper or use the notes app in your phone. Pause me if you need to go get those things. I highly encourage you to write it down. When you use pen and paper, it slows your brain down and it gives you more of an opportunity to explore your thoughts a little bit easier. When we're thinking things through, we can go much faster and not see some things that are maybe coming out when we're writing them out. Okay, ready? I've got 3 and an extra one for you today. Okay, question number 1. When my body resists, what story do I tell myself? When my body resists, what story do I tell myself? Number 2. How can I redefine strength beyond pushing through? That's a good one. How can you redefine strength beyond pushing through? Question 3. What would it look like to practice self-trust in recovery? Ooh, so important. Okay, then the bonus one. When you think back to a past injury, or if you're currently injured, use that example, and explore what you would do differently. Would you stop at the first twinge? Before the first twinge, would you have started doing strength training or foam rolling? Would you have slowed down? It's great to explore what you would have done, so you've got a roadmap of what to do if you get injured in the future. Now, I encourage you to write freely, no editing, no judgment, no shame, but sometimes just noticing the thoughts help them to dissolve. So give them a shot. If you are on Facebook, come join the Your Running Coach with GMacSpurr podcast group. Come share some of your answers or your thoughts or your observations over there, or feel free to send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook at GMacSpurr Coaching and let me know how you got on with them. And if injuries or niggles are messing with your head, this exactly is the kind of thing that we work through in the Runner Identity Project. We don't just rebuild your body, we rebuild your mindset so you can come back stronger, smarter, and more confident. Come join us. Check the show notes to learn more or send me a DM if you want to chat about your specific situation. And if you are recovering from a niggle right now, I highly encourage you to take a moment to journal on today's prompts. You'll be amazed at what clarity comes from simply noticing your thoughts. And don't forget, if you are injured right now, this is not permanent. You're not going to be starting back at 0 when you return to running. You'll be coming back stronger. You've got this. Happy running if you are running. See you next week. Bye for now.